My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is April 5th, 2023. It is 3:17 a.m. I have a lot to share with you guys. What is it? On my new channel, I did a video. This one. I uploaded late last night. And I put the link on my community board on both PYTE and APTS, App You Team Sussex. And I hope you guys check it out. I have to do thumbnails for it. Lately, I don't know why. I just don't feel like doing thumbnails. All of my videos on the other one, most of them, actually. Well, luckily I did this. I forced myself to do this. But since couple like this one, this is live right now, I need to do thumbnails for them. So I have a lot to share with you. Yesterday I was really working hard on some other things. I was hopping back and forth on Twitter, and whatever tweets that I come across, I share them with you on my community board. So I was missing a lot. There was a lot going on. I have some tweets regarding Trump, so depend if I hit 1 hour, I will touch on them, but if not, they're not that important. I don't plan on really focusing too much on Trump on my channel unless something drastic really happened. Okay, so this is the first tweet. I see we are still in the depression stage of grief. Sussex Squad, Good King, Harry, we love you, Meghan, go Harry. So this one says, Harry and Meghan could have done a lot more good staying in the UK. So many people were retweeting this. Okay, I wasn't sure if this one was the one that I responded to. So that was the one that I shared with you on my community board. All right, so this is my response here. Of course, the same amount of work like the quote left behind royal end quote combined. How much work has the other brother has done since Harry and Meghan left? Baby brain is still in its to-do stage. The only royal who has done something since Harry and Meghan left is Queen Elizabeth II. She kicked the can and said she's done with this crap. Alright, 6 people like it. There's one response. Somebody's laughing. The Royal Foundation would have been bigger and more successful. Charles would have had A-list performers at his coronation. These two would put in the work, and Charles et al. Could have just sat back and enjoyed the ride. Everybody sees that but those people. Yep, I think about this every day. How can they be so blinded by hate and jealousy to make mistake of epic proportion like this? That's on them. Everybody was telling them. Even before I started covering the Sussexes, I've heard people were saying leave them alone. But no, because they feel like they were stable. Their foundation was stable. They didn't feel like their foundation would be shook. So when Meghan left and Harry left, things starting to crack. All right, and I think right now it's in big trouble. They may not show it. I don't know if anybody's paying attention, but it's not doing too well over there. Very simple answer. These belladonnas have boarded the original message. We are restoring meaning. The palace, the royal family, the tabloid have a lot to make up to Harry and Meghan. Should the couple ever be able to trust anyone in the family again? What good? Under the thumb of King Charles III, William and Kate, and they are doing more good in their home base of USA. They are becoming who they were meant to be here. Yep, that's right. They who have been held back, hamstrung by protocol, and their projects would have been financially thwarted by the palace. Living has allowed them to fly professionally and personally. That is the dilemma for the press and the palace. They were not supposed to prosper. Yep. The thing is that when they left, all the nonsense that they were throwing, they thought Harry was going to work at McDonald's. They didn't have any faith on him. Okay? They're missing them so much. That's for sure. That's what I think this meant. Or do they miss their bread and butter? LOL, that's for sure. That's another one. So they could spare them to death. The royal laundromat is forever gone. Haha. I disagree. Prince Harry's mother was killed by paparazzi. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at this, but it just came out of nowhere. Okay, I disagree. Prince Harry's mother was killed by paparazzi. He will be as well. Wow, this is not funny now. Okay, maybe they should have thought about that before abusing and making it impossible for them to stay. And we will pray to make sure this doesn't happen. I mean, where she said, I disagree, whatever answer they gave regarding Princess Diana's death, she disagreed with their finding. That's what I'm getting from this. But with our prayers, because the amount of abuse they have thrown at Harry, in my humble opinion, to them, I think Harry should have been gone already. But with our prayers, whatever the universe is doing, we just keep on praying for the universe to keep doing it for Harry and Meghan. Maybe they should have thought about that before abusing and making it impossible for them to stay. There's the laugh, that right. It's so sad. Okay, well, at least they are admitting that the royal title do not carry weight in the US. This contradicts their former accusation that Harry and Meghan are exploiting their title for personal gain. As usual, they cannot pick a lane. Yeah, and this is what they thought for some reason, saying HRH, Harry and Meghan, or whatever they use the title in front, whatever it is. Okay, so they were stripping them of things, thinking this is what makes people popular. And Charles, for instance, he probably believed people really like him because well, obviously they like him for who he is, whoever's around him, but in reality people don't really give a shit. All right, they're taking over 6 years to get over themselves. Okay, in other words, quote, we wish we had their spotlight on our little sunken island and tampon king because nothing been working like it used to since they left. Eat cake. All right, so there's more. Let's go. Oh, I missed one. There was supposed to be one before that. It hid. I forgot about that. Not I forgot, it's just that the thing rolled over. Okay, so this was supposed to be the first one. Okay, Meghan Markle emerged victorious in defamation suit filed by half-sister. This one, I was surprised. I did not know about that. And when I found out, it was like maybe 9 o'clock at night. I saw it, and I quickly put it on my community board. And I was like, OMG, I think that's what you will see when you look at my community board. That should have been the last one, I think. I was like, OMG, I can't believe that. Yeah, there it is. Oh no, that was a little bit after. Okay, OMG, Samantha case is dismissed entirely, it seems. I literally just saw this. Okay, and I put the information for people because it was what, 4 hours ago. Oh my god, I didn't sleep that much. 4 hours ago. Okay, it's almost the same time that I put these here, the video. All right. Okay, there's that. Oh, let's read it. That's the thing. Let's read it. Okay, and this is why it was supposed to be first. It rolled over because I included and then it hide the other ones. Okay, so this is it. Meghan Markle emerges victorious in defamation suit filed by half-sister. The Duchess of Sussex is also set to receive the Miss Foundation Women of Vision Award next month. Okay, so that was written, published yesterday. So that's when they said, and when I saw it, I can't believe it. Okay. June 3rd. Okay. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, attend National Service Thanksgiving to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II on June 3rd, 2022 in London, England. Okay. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, has a new reason to celebrate. In addition to finally finding some semblance of peace with Harry and their family, the actress has scored a victory in the defamation lawsuit filed by her half-sister. Okay, according to CBS News, okay, in March 2022, okay, so this is old, Samantha Markle alleged that her royal half-sister made, quote, demonstrably false and malicious statement, end quote, during her famous and unprecedented interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021. Samantha also alleged that she, quote, spread defamatory statement, end quote, about her to the writers of the 2021 New York Times best-selling book, Finding Freedom, citing a chapter title, quote, A Problem Like Samantha, end quote. All right, that's commercial. Okay, well, over the weekend, a U.S. district judge failed to see things Samantha's way and instead ruled in favor. Is that the same thing that I know about it? Because from my understanding, Samantha was supposed to file something back within 14 days. I don't think the 14 days is there yet. So I don't know if this prematurely celebrating, because with the what do you call this, with Megan's lawyer's fee and all of that needs to be discussed. So let's see here. Okay, well, over the weekend, a U.S. district judge failed to see things Samantha's way and instead ruled in favor of Megan, dismissing the suit entirely. This is the part I didn't get. Entirely. It wasn't entirely yet from what I've read. However, this doesn't seem to sway Samantha and her legal team in the least bit, as they're planning to present an even stronger argument for defamation and forthcoming amended complaint, as noted by The Independent. Quote, I'm a little bit suspicious with this article. This upcoming Independent will address certain legal issues that are related to our claim for defamation, as it specifically relates to the Oprah interview and CBS. Samantha's attorney wrote. No. Okay, you could finish with this. Okay, it's not that much. There's like one more paragraph left, because Samantha, the first one still ongoing. The judge dismissed a good portion of what Megan have asked, okay, like to throw the case out, but it's not fully thrown out yet, because this judge sent Samantha to go back and review the CBS interview to find other things that will support her claim. So if she wants to go to trial, because according to the judge, she didn't see anything that will cause for the trial, so for the lawsuit to continue. So she gave Samantha one more, or he, I don't know if it's a he, one more chance to before she closed it. So I don't think this is fully accurate. I don't think this is fully accurate. So I'm gonna leave the rest alone. Okay, so let's go back, because I have a lot more to share with you, and I don't want to waste too much time. Okay, there's me respond here. Congratulations, Princess Megan. All right, congratulations, Megan. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this alone because everybody's saying congratulations, but I don't think it's fully over there. Don't get ahead of yourself. This is the right comment here. Don't get ahead of yourself. It is not over yet. Yes, this is the right response to that. It's not over yet. Yeah. Okay, even though I don't think Samantha has any case. To tell you the truth, me saying that I don't think it's over, that doesn't mean I feel like it's gonna go forward. No, Megan will probably most likely win, but based on what I read, this is what's good when you read the court documents. You know exactly what is being said. So according to my senses and what I've read, it's not over. Okay, after 14 days from the time the judge saw their lawyers or whatever, Samantha needs to go back and review the interview to find where Megan says something. All right, so it's not over yet. Next tweet. Okay. Oops. Now regarding Megan's Spotify, the only reason I bookmarked this one is because I love this picture. Okay, and the thing that they shit we love to see. Okay, shit we love to see. They know her worth. Archetype with Megan. Okay, so she retweeted that. Okay, what a beauty fact. She retweeted this regarding Spotify. She worth the hype. Okay, the Spotify, she worked the hype. Okay, so this is where Spotify came in. I mean, Spotify is into the Sussex squad's comments and stuff. Okay, so that was April 2nd. Okay, like 3 days ago. So someone was mentioning the way at Spotify podcast hype Meghan Markle is go. Okay, so she retweeted that. Okay, Meghan Markle, Christina Applegate among 2023 Gracie winners for Women in Media Foundation. I wasn't aware she was part of it. Okay, love to see it. And the other day I was watching something. Oh, the other day I also mentioned in this video that particular program where they look into your ancestor and things like that. So they were doing hers. So according to her, she wanted to find about her father's family, because her mother did not have enough to take care of him. And go watch it. Go. I probably have it somewhere on my history, because it wasn't too long that I saw it. And they find out that the mother did love the father. It's just that the mother died. In other words, Christina grandmother died early, and then after that they can find more document that would support certain claims. And the father, the grandfather of Christina, there was a divorce and all of that. They went to court, whatever. So at the end of the day, Christina's father thought he wasn't loved, and he didn't know what happened to his mother and stuff like that. So Christina wanted to find out, and they find out. And later on they find out that there's a grave site next to where his mother is buried, was already left for him. So God forbid, when Christina's father passed, most likely this is where they will bury him, next to his mother, because there's a plot waiting for him already. Okay, so it was very heartbreaking, and the father was very happy to see that the history of him. Okay, and then Christina was saying that how much the father did. I mean, she didn't go in full detail, but in other words, knowing what she knows now, the father did not have like a blueprint, a family foundation for him to create one. And Christina was very appreciative the way the father raised her. Does that make sense? Okay, so it was nice to see, and it will bring tears to some people's eyes. And this is what happened when you see people glamorous on TV. Their personal life, there's things going on. There's things. I'm so happy that when I was young, I was never envious of anybody whatsoever. Still now, never envious of anybody, because they have some shit going on. Because if you envy of them and you think about the things that they're going through privately that they don't say to the public, you'll be like, how could you handle this yourself? All right, this is why God gave everybody their own baggage. I had my own baggage to deal with when I was young, so I didn't need people's baggage. But anyway, so yeah, so let's get back to this. Okay, Meghan Markle and Christina Applegate among 2023 Gracie winners from Alliance for Women and Media Foundation. Meghan Markle, Christina Applegate, okay, among 2020. Okay, it's repeating. Love to see it. Spotify is responding to that. Meghan Markle received Gracie Award. Okay, this repeating the same thing. And then there's Spotify coming back and say, she is beauty, she is grace. Okay, I'm just reading Spotify part here. Much deserved. All right, so Spotify is responding, and it's almost like trolling Meghan's things. But whoever's talking about Meghan, like major outlet. Okay, so Spotify is letting people know they're there. Okay, when you read the comment, people like me who love to read comment will come across this, will see Spotify there, and we'll be like, oh, we'll be curious, what are they saying about Meghan and all of that. Okay, so there's Spotify coming back here too. She worth the hype. All right, there's this here. Are we having season 2? Oh, they didn't respond. I want to see it too. Meghan team, congratulations on a job well done. So let's go into that, because there's 32 comment until Spotify comment. Are we having season 2? There's that winner. That's what he said. Okay, Spotify, you're the best. I only joined because of Meghan, but I'm still enjoying it. Okay, I love Spotify podcast and their fierce support for Meghan Markle. Okay, yes, she is. And people, those big businesses who have celebrities and their platform, they need to be very careful when they start dropping some of their clients. Because the reason I'm saying this is because of Johnny Depp thing. Okay, it's best to know the truth first. No, the image and Meghan's glasses, I just realized. But it's worth to know the truth of what is being said on social media, because at the end of the day, truth will prevail. Because what the things that Johnny Depp was going through, where so many companies, Disney for instance, okay, dropped Johnny Depp, and that was one of their huge mistakes, because they didn't really wait until court to find out what was the real truth. And then, oh my God, the accusation that was going on Johnny Depp, you will have to have a lot of money to defend yourself. This is very scary. The way those people do things on social media, that could cause so much devastation, bread and butter, their livelihood, this kind of thing. But if Johnny Depp did not have money, there's no way he could have defended himself like this, because he had already lost in the UK, because the way the system was, they didn't even let him bring certain evidence. And if it wasn't what happened in the US, my goodness. And then Sauvage, who stood by him, is like one of the company who supported him and stood by him through all of the noises. This is very scary, and for big business like that, because if the way the rumors that's happening, and if it was true, and that would have been a huge business failure for them as well. But they stood by him. They know the truth, I guess, knowing the person itself worth supporting. So at the end of the day, people need to be very careful. Big businesses need to be very careful. If you don't, you want to make sure, at least put a statement out there to say why you still supporting them, so you keep your client at bay, just in case things don't go, it's a 50-50 kind of thing. I don't know if I'm making sense, but with that being said, let's move on. But Spotify is sticking by Megan. Next tweet. Okay, so now we're coming to the juicy thing here. This is not a squatty, okay? This is a respected, at least for me, I think is a respected journalist in the UK. All right, Peter Hunt. So this is him here. Quite the journey. Actually, the next tweet is the one that started, actually. But this one, a preview of what's to come on my next tweet. Okay, quite the journey. From quote, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded, end quote, to being anointed with holy oil and crowned in an abbey. Okay, so there's the image, them sneaking behind a tree, and there they are here. Okay, there's this here, the comments. Do as I say, not as I do. This guy is keeping the tradition of men being unfit to be in the head of the Church of England, making Henry VIII would be proud. There's the rolling eye. Okay, disgusting too some. Damn, they remove every wrinkle from them, lol. Oh, that's a commercial here. Okay, what you order versus what you got. There's that. Okay, at this one, I think I retweeted it. Oh God, anyone waving a flag on May 6th has let this woman down. Definitely. Okay, there's 15 people who like that one. Okay, they've played the long game and won by simply ignoring the outrage and opposition to their behavior. That is true. Okay, Charles is a liar. Words and promises, written and verbal, have no meaning for him. Yep, abolished the monarchy, including Diana's affair. There were many more than 3 in the marriage. Why not mention that aspect too? Okay, these are things I would love to go into, but too many other tweets to share with you. I'm already 23 minutes. Including Diana's affair, there were many more than 3. Okay, well, the thing is that Diana, I spoke about it. If you follow all of my podcasts, there's much more to that, because Diana fought for her husband. She tried to get her husband back. She went to the queen didn't know what to do. She went to Camilla to leave her husband alone, and at the end of the day, nobody was gonna support her. At the end of the day, she is a human being. Okay, everybody wants someone to love them. Okay, so she had to do what she had to do. Okay, so don't blame this on Princess Diana. Okay, bid add that divorced people can marry in the church, but they can be crowned Queen of Hearts, the first that was fed to the wolves and not protected. Yeah, I love this picture as well. Let me go into that. Let me see what some of the people are saying. This person said, oh, for a minute I thought it was the same person. There's this here. Shut it. If he'd been any kind of a husband to her, she never would have looked elsewhere. That's right. This is what I meant. Very short memories you boomers have. Okay, Diana is not going to be head of the church or the constitution. Alright, so there's that. Diana's action were all a consequences of the abuse she received at the hands of her much older, much more calculated husband. Absolutely zero equivalent here, Camilla. Okay, flagging a dead horse here. Charles was the first to stray, and ultimately even devoted wife will find comfort with someone else. That's exactly that. If Charles and Camille didn't play with tampon, maybe if Charles and Camille then play with tampon, maybe there would have been only 2 instead of 3 or 4. Okay, interesting how people justify cheating. LOL. Yeah. Okay, with that being said, let's move on to the next one. So this is the one that pretty much started the tea. Okay, and it's not the squatty. Okay, there's Peter Hunt. Okay, it was the other one was the same thing. Yeah, the same one, the same Twitter. I thought it was someone else, but it's the same one. But this is the tweet that he tweeted that started the conversation for this for the squad. Okay, 21st century Britain. There's this here. Her 3 grandsons, twin boys Gus and Louis, age 13, by her daughter Laura Lopes, and 12-year-old Frederick by son Tom Parker Bowles, and her great-nephew Arthur Elliot, 11, will be the Queen's Page of Honor. Wow. The King's pages are his grandson George, ages 9, Nicholas Barclay, 13, grandson of Sarah Troughton, one of Queen's companion, Lord Oliver Cholmondeley, 13, son of Marquess of Cholmondeley, also known as filmmaker David Wax Savage, and a friend of the Prince of Wales and Ralph Tomashi, 12. All 8 schoolboys will form part of the lavish procession that will make its way to the nave of Westminster Abbey. Okay, so this is the thing here. These are all the kids that will be participating in the ceremony. Okay, so some of the squad. Isn't it just, there's Rose, there's that. I don't want to read extra things because there's a lot going on. I'll click on it so you guys could pause your screen. Okay, Lord Oliver Cholmondeley. Okay, that's me reading it. Lord Oliver Timothy George Cholmondeley was born on 12 October 2009 at Queen Charlotte Hospital, Hanbury, London, England. He is the son of David George Philip Cholmondeley, 7, Marquess of Cholmondeley, and Sarah Rose Hanbury. Title, 12 October 2009, present, Lord Oliver Timothy George Cholmondeley. Okay, so there's that. Okay, there's the guy here. Okay, Norfolk aristocrat appointed to senior royal roles. Okay, because I think I mentioned that in one of my tweets. Okay, that's 26 March 2023. Okay, the owner of Grand Norfolk Estate has been named as the Lord in waiting to King Charles, according to report. David Cholmondeley, Marquess of Cholmondeley, 62. My God, 62. Owner of the Euston Estate, is said to have been appointed by the monarch to the key role at the heart of the royal court. There's that. Okay, David Cholmondeley, Lord. Okay, so there's all of this. Okay, you could pause and read. Okay, there will be 8 pages of honor who will carry the robes at Westminster Abbey. King Prince George, Lord Oliver Cholmondeley, Nicholas Markle, Ralph Cholmondeley, Tomashi, Queen grandsons Gus and Louis Lopes, Freddie Parker Bowles, and her great-nephew Arthur Elliot. Okay, so I read most of it. How do you kick a woman out of your friend group because of rumors and that woman child featured prominently in the coronation with your own son? That is low. I'm telling you. She stayed around, and this is why they could do whatever they want. My goodness, King Charles III will have 2 grandsons in the Coronation parade, son of Willie and Rose, 13, and his brother George, son, and Willie and Kate, 9. Since the line of succession is by birth order, does that mean Oliver Timothy George is Will's heir? My goodness, asking this question for a friend. My dear Lord, so is that kid? Yeah, because the other one is 9, and the other one is 13. It's almost the same freaking replica of what's his name, of Charles. Oh my goodness. But in one of my comments, someone said they only recognize the what is it, the how do you call this, the one that people know. There's a term for it when they don't recognize bastard kind of thing, outside of marriage kind of thing. But I could see the same thing being played out. Oh my goodness. There's this Lord Oliver Timothy George Cholmondeley was born on 12 October 2009 at Queen Charlotte Hospital. So there's the thing here. The boy is older. This is the same age as my son. Oh my goodness. Okay. July 27, 2013. Age 9. Prince George. Okay. Prince George of Wales. 9 years old. St. Mary's Hospital, London, United Kingdom. My goodness. My goodness. It's the same freaking replica as Charles. So the other one was born before. Oh my God. They selected more Parker Bowles boys than that of Queen Elizabeth family. Would George even be there if he weren't the heir? Okay, so Charles will publicly acknowledge his grandson, Willy's older son, Oliver, by having him as page boy alongside his younger brother, George, while the circus. Rose is certainly taking lessons from her future stepmother-in-law and playing the long game. Yep, that's exactly that. Okay, I hope for Anne, Edward, and Sophie are satisfied today, and it was worth it to lick hairlines both. None of their so-called working royal kids and grandkids are considered, but Rose's child was. Yeah, what is it? Isn't what do you call this? Anne's have some grandkids that could even do some of those jobs. Okay, and grandkids, and Edward's son could have been part of that as well, because he's at that age where he could participate, but none of them. Yeah, so Camilla took over. Yep, that's it. So that's the end of the Queen's thing. The only one is left is Charles there. Whatever, maybe I'm wrong, but Rose's son made the cut. But Edward, there it is, Edward, Chuck's brother's sons. There's the shade. The king has mistook the nation mourning for the loss of the queen as love for him, when it was sympathy for a grieving son. His move away from the humble coronation to a much more lavish affair is a huge error. I don't know, we shall see. How good a look will it have been to select children representing the diversity of the UK and Commonwealth and public schools? Meghan and Harry will have elitist colonists, another moment of unification lost. Okay, these are, from this point, I think these are not squaddies. Will they be on the balcony instead of Harry and his children? Okay, I don't think Harry's gonna show up. The Windsors are diminished. Yep, that's what it is. The Parker Bowles have finally arrived. Yep, that's exactly that. Yep. Very white supremacists of y'all to not have any role for the only biracial members of the so-called royal family. Well, to be fair, we don't know if they responded. Okay, so publicly we don't know. You might be in for a new family name for the royal house in the future. Maybe not. Yep, they might change the name. That's another point here. The Queen Mistress got everything she wanted. Yep. Okay, when Camilla's great-grandmother Alice Keppel, Edward VII mistress, be thrilled that one of them finally made it. Oh my goodness, let's see here. David Waxavage is definitely one of the favorite to win the prize for most ridiculous name of those attending the coronation. Having your son's mistress son at your hat party is just, it's about the love. And the thing is, what I see going on here, because the blood royals see the institution as just performative. Okay, so when they pick a woman to marry, where they do that lavish wedding that they did for Kate, okay, and Diana as well, okay, it's just for the performative. There's no love there. So you create a kid for that institution. Now they probably already training that the heir, okay, to do that same performative, but the real family aspect of them is the one they have outside. This is the thing here. But what they wanted Harry to do is to follow the same thing, to have Meghan as for the institution. Okay, Meghan would have been for the institution, but in the background for Harry to have a mistress, this would have been his real family kind of thing. But Harry was like, nope, I'm not having that. Whoever I marry is gonna be to do work with me and to be my family. So Harry was not playing that game. So I see how they roll. I see exactly how they roll. So all the family aspect that William wants to do, it's in the background with Rose, if I get that right. But in the front, the performative is Kate and all of that. So I don't know. Kate better be careful, because the blueprint is spelled out in front of her, in front of the world to see. Look at Camilla. Okay, so she better watch her back. All right. The mother who worked so hard to make her be there just learned a hard lesson here. All right, but we shall see. History for her history hasn't been written yet, but we already know the blueprint already set. Next week. Okay, so this is where the squad's talking about it. Okay, was Hanbury Cholmondeley, Prince William's mistress, announced she was engaged a day before her wedding, announced she was pregnant with twins the day after her wedding, and gave birth 7 months later. One of those twins and King Charles III grandchildren procession at Coronation. Do with that information what you will. They didn't want to spill the beans. You just have to put one and one together. Okay, lawyers then sent cease to desist letters to all the UK press, crying violation of human rights just because of little extramarital affair. LOL. Prince William affair. Okay, I think the hubby is gay. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, he was always described as a confirmed bachelor before his shotgun wedding. Okay, why is only one twin in the procession? Is this like with cats, where kitten from one litter can have different fathers? It's possible if they are fraternal twin. Let's see here. Oliver won out in the end. Let's see here. Okay, when the two boys did make their appearance, the new parents were faced with the decision of choosing. I'm laughing because the squad have receipt. I can't believe she have response. There's a response for that. Okay, when the two boys did make their appearance, the new parents were faced with the decision of choosing which of their sons would be named David's official heir and the 8th Marquess of Cholmondeley. Normally, the title would be given to the first son to enter the living room, but Zan and Oliver arrived almost simultaneously via C-section. Oh my God. The plot are twisted. So this line of if the monarchy exists, okay, there's gonna be some trouble here because it's a twin. Oh my God. With little else to go on, Rose and David chose the next Marquess based on who weighed more. Oh my God. Who weighed more at birth according to the Telegraph. They come at the same time. Now they go to the next one. Who weighed more? Okay. So Oliver won out in the end. Quote, there was only 8 ounces in it, but there will be a very significant 8 ounce. A family friend told the Telegraph in March 2016. The couple welcomed a daughter, Lady Iris Marina Alice Cholmondeley. Oh my God, the squad have receipt for everything. Let's continue. Okay, this is so chaotic. I know. I can imagine Kate is happy. Okay, is what she deserved. Hey, if she had stood up with Meghan, guess what? When all this mess is happening, if she had stood by Meghan, guess what she would have done? Pick her kids and move to the US with Harry and Meghan. And Meghan would have understand. But no. Okay. Well, I don't know if she could pick the kids out because the kids are Williams. So I don't know.
As well as supplying drugs, bald-headed Goldsmith brags of his connections with royalty. He even claims Prince William will soon be a guest at his home, the home he has crudely named Maison de Bang Bang.
I'm just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
Twin one in the Spencer family. There's this. We are just keeping the public informed. The squad with that tea. Kate was watch the side piece and said, my time has come. I love this for her and her kids. I'm telling you, I don't like that, but because she backstabbed Meghan, that's what she deserves. This is where karma's coming. Each one of them, God is gonna pick them one by one to give them a baggage at the end of the day. Each one of them is gonna have their own baggage. Camilla has made it known that this is the mistress era. We love to see. Oh my God. Billy must claim those kids. They are slowly bringing them into the fold. Yep, Rose was never just a friend. She's Kate's sister's wife, and I think their fallout was because William was putting Rose first. Okay, this is interesting. That's the thing I just read. Somebody's retweeting it. I need to bookmark this because I didn't see this. Okay, all of the comment here. I say it's about time for Harry to release those 400 pages he cut from his book. Okay, the real Princess of Wales is slowly coming into the fold. Oh, but Harry and Meghan, they have a full-blown soap operation going on. Kate, the push out is in effect. Get yourself ready. When did the rumors start? That days of our lives. Emojis for everything. If it is truly William, does that mean the next heir is actually one of the twins? Also, probably the oldest of the twin is part of the procession, because it's true, he will be the next heir after William. And he's older. So let's see here. Oh my god. Okay, I need to stop and move on to the next, but the squad are coming with receipt. Okay, one boy is certainly David. It's spread how he is the heir, a copy, and looks slightly older. Either he was born on time from a surrogate, while the blonde had to be induced to match their birth, hence he looks smaller. David get his heir, no question about parentage, and egg secret safe. So the squad have been talking a lot about those children. So this would be I'm assuming the blonde one is the one they gave the heir. But when you think about it, and this aristocracy circle, when they start raising the children accordingly, how they want them. Now, will they have a mind of their own, similar to Harry, to think outside of what it is that they're putting on them? This is the thing here. Wow. A blonde and this. So which one is that? Which one weigh more at the end? Wow. And this is the 62. They just playing. That's the performative for the people. Oh my lord. Okay, she has been in hospital ever since, but her condition has stabilized to the extent that her sister Marina, 27, tells me Rose is absolutely fine now. It was one of those complications you get with twins. Hopefully she will be allowed home today or tomorrow. It now appears that the twin originally due in January will arrive in early December. All twins arrive slightly prematurely, and that will be the case for Rose, said Marina. There are just a few more weeks to go, but we don't know the precise date yet. Actually, as it is twins, Rose has been told she can choose the date herself. Wow. So there's that. Let's move on. Alright, so the squad have all the tea. All the tea. What I'm doing, yeah, I wanted to bookmark this. Alright, next tweet. Okay, I guess Kate, the commoner, learned that when it comes to, quote, phasing out her rural rival, end quote, she simply doesn't have the clout. In today's royal family, side chicks rules the roost. Oh my god, she retweeted that. That's the thing I just read. Okay, I only bookmarked it to see the comments under that. Rumor is that Kate thinking she could phase all out in the first place led to all leaking. What's all? Okay, Rose. Okay, phase Rose out. Okay, I got it. The R is Rose. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what the letters stand for. Okay, rumor is that Kate thinking she could phase Rose out in the first place led to Rose leaking to the right-wing press, where most Aristo leak as well as KP. I heard it was Kate that leaked it herself to force them apart. Seems to work when the Queen was alive. Now she's gone, things seems to have changed. Yep, because there's Camilla over there. Camilla knows. And don't get me wrong, Camilla will know how to play all of them out. Okay? If she wants her son to be in there, she's gonna play all of them out to make her son be the next one in line. Okay, so they all are child play for Camilla. Okay, there's the thing. Remind me this. All right, let's see if there's a music. I hope not. Okay, but 26 seconds. Let's listen.
Escort under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Parker Bowles. Those royals, Charles and Lady Diana, stayed with him and his wife Camilla in Wiltshire on 2 occasions at the end of the year. So they're among friends as they ride along the manor.
What? Did I just hear that correctly? They mentioned Camilla's name instead of... Wait a second. Let's read the thing. The train. Commentator. The escort under the command. Okay. Of the Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Parker Bowles. Okay, so the Colonel Andrew Parker Bowles as royal. Wow. That's Camilla's husband, as Charles and Lady Diana stay with him and his wife Camilla. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, and Wiltshire on 2 occasions at the end of the year. Oh my, if you heard it, you heard it, but I don't want to spend time on that. My goodness, another thing to bookmark. Okay, I keep thinking, man. And the thing is that before I move on to this tweet, this is what he wants. Okay, Charles, he wants all of this to be happening again. People cheering for what the hell do you get out of this for a few moments? Okay, now the thing is that the people, okay, should be very upset where their money is going for these lies, but they buy it, but they like it. That's my answer here. They like it, and it's their money. They're not complaining. They love the soap opera. Oh my God. And most of them cannot even pay for heating and food.
Do you not remember?
Look at the fact that just on energy alone, on a conservative estimate within 1 year, we're talking £1,300 a year going up in bills. We're going to have about 10 million people in fuel poverty. We have a real absolute, not relative, poverty issue going to come in the UK, with food banks oversubscribed, with debt crisis agencies do not have any tools. And I need to say, with the Chancellor coming on in a moment, if you forgive me, as the money-saving expert who's been known for this, I am virtually out of tools to help people now.
Oh my God. And most of them cannot even pay for heating and food.
Do you not remember?
I'm a dinner lady in Lancashire, and just before the summer holidays, when the cost of living crisis really started kicking off, I've just noticed I spend as much time taking food away from children as I do serving it. And to be honest, it's not what I took the job for. You know, I never dreamt that I'd be having to tell children, you can't have that, you've no money on your account. And it used to be, you know, when I first started a year ago, okay, once a month, there might, you know, parents forget to put money on at the beginning of the month, and you get that. But now you're talking 10 to 15 children a shift every day, every single day. And I'm saying, you can't have that, there's no money, you know. And it's breaking my heart. You know, you see them, they're in a queue full of all their peers and other school children, and it's humiliating for them. It's so humiliating. They just look at you like, well, what am I going to eat? And it's like, I can't give you anything. I'm sorry, you know. And I'm just dreading going back to work. I'm dreading October. And to be honest, it's getting to the point where I'm just like, I don't even think I can do this job anymore. I didn't take the job on to starve children. I'm sorry, it's just...
Oh my God. And most of them cannot even pay for heating and food.
Do you not remember?
Now, taking a look at poverty and health back here in Britain. Now, this week saw the inquest into the death of the young boy Awab Ishak, and the conclusion was that toxic mold in his house had led to his death.
And most of them cannot even pay for heating and food.
Savage AF. Savage. Savage AF.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's move to this comment. I keep thinking marrying in this family after a life of education, hardworking, being a successful and independent modern woman, Meghan Markle must have been so shocked about this incestuous and archaic set of people, calling themselves upper class, no example, no class, no future. Yep. Okay, if Button had an ounce of self-worth, she'd detonate a loud AF bomb, what's on end, and jet off to Kaiko. But having been Caroline Middleton to be queen, here we are. Yeah. Why isn't Edward's sons involved? That's the thing. It's a cool institution. Is what Kate deserved. She should have played nice to our princess and her husband. Yep. This is why the squad are glorifying the... I'm pretty sure many of the squad don't agree with the morality of that. But because, remember, our goal is to support Meghan. But because she backstabbed Meghan, okay? She backstabbed Meghan, so the squad are letting it known. This is another huge humiliation for her. Kate, that is. Okay, before you know it, she's gonna be phased out. My goodness. Is what Kate deserved. She should have played nice to our princess and her husband. Yep. Especially what she did to Harry. When Harry opened the door for her. And then for her to backstab Harry like that. by not accepting Megan. That alone, she deserves it. Okay, baggage for God. Okay, Operation Rose has started. Yep, there it is. This part of Spare makes me never feel sorry for her. She deserves this and more. All right, what is that here? Writing a memoir, Spare, Prince Harry talks about his conversation with his brother and sister-in-law. Quote, I say I can't wait for them to meet her, that I look forward to the four of us spending lots of time together. This is the family aspect of Harry. He wanted family. Okay? That I look forward to the four of us spending lots of time together, and I confess for the umpteenth time that this had long been my dream. Wow, that was his dream. To join them with an equal partner to become a foursome. He adds, quote, I said this to Willie so many times and he'd always reply, it might not happen, Harold. Oh my God. And you've got to be okay with that. Well, now I felt that it was going to happen and I told him so, but he still said to slow down. She's an American actress after all, Harold. Anything might happen. I nodded, a bit hurt, then hugged him and Kate left. Wow. Yep. So William already knew he was playing the game. Okay, after this, because this is a commercial. Okay, Kate never really had any clout. She had some during her baby making years. But after Kane put her to pasture, nothing. I don't even think the queen had any control in her final years. Yep. All right, next tweet. Oh my Lord. What we see playing in front of us, this is what Charles and Camilla was doing during their heyday in the background. So now it's playing full circle right in front of us. Okay, has anyone else, what I think the taxpayers should say, and say enough with this shenanigan. Go do your performative privately. We don't need to support that, because if it's their money, it's the people's money who's supporting this nonsense. Okay, there's, you know, sometimes in real life marriage don't work, things happen, people don't fall in love, they're not in love as much as, okay, there's divorce, people move on, but they're using this thing on top of the taxpayers' money. All right, next week, has anyone else noticed Chef Archie, Prince Archie's little apron? Okay, how sweet. Let's see here. Okay, this should have been last, because I think the squad was trying to avoid some of the things that's going on. Yeah, his little apron. Yep. Chef. Maybe his name is there, Chef Archie. Two hand stirring that bowl. Okay, yes. And the dedication on his face. Yep. He's so focused. Yep, that is true. Okay, let's go to the next one. I think, yeah, that's it. Oh, what the hell is this? All right, next tweet. All right, Archie's thing should have come next. Last, but there's this here. Okay, not Willie's other son being given the respect he deserved. Rose said, if Horse Lady can become a queen, watch me and my baby. That is true. There's no comment. I thought that was really icing on the cake when I saw what was going on. I saw all the tea that was happening late last night. Okay, the same time that I post regarding the William Love Child, what I posted on my other channel. Okay, there's no comment. Let's go to the next one. There's this. Skull and Bone made noises about the nation's mistress having her grandchildren and the cunt party, and returned his biological child and his bastard were included in the party. I love this war. More of it, please. The squad love mess. That's the laugh. I hope for Anne, Edward, and Sophie are satisfied today, and it was worth it to lick the heir's boot. None of their so-called working royal kids and grandkids are considered except only Rose's child. The tampons are tired of being the only imperfect ones in the equation. They're going to bring egg down with them, even if it's the last thing they do. Oh my God. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. Chuck and Willie are trying to normalize Rose and her children present, just like Chuck did with Camilla. She was always up in Diana's face like Rose is with Wadey. I mean, that's so freaking crazy. I predict more leaks from Pegs and Mumbles. Okay, that divorce announcement is gonna be straight after the coronation. Poor Kate. I thought it was payback for all the skip over Chuck and Kemi stories. I forgot them kicking up a fuss over her grandkids. Well. Look like grandma don't play about her babies. This move is vicious. bun and egg or toast. There's that. King Camilla is a beast. There's a laugh, thumbs up. Camilla is ruling that monarch nest with an iron fist. There's that. There's this. Chuck had to make sure that one way or the other the people watch his coronation. All right, next tweet. Oh my goodness, the nonsense in this place. Okay, KFC, there's that. Britain, we have a problem. Sussex squad, abolish the monarchy, not my king, King Charles. So she retweeted that. A new YouGov poll shows a majority of Britons are not interested in King Charles' coronation, with just 15% very interesting. Results also show a majority believe the royal should pay for some of it themselves. Okay, so this is a thread. I don't think I really want to go to the thread. Okay, he could have went to the court. This comment here got me. He could have went to the courthouse and got sworn in as king like a cheap wedding and saved millions of dollars because nobody cares about a big costly coronation. Okay, see between that, Britain, okay, so she between the same thing, a screenshot. Your response is too funny, go to court. Yep, for once a poll be right. I think so too. This is why she said we have a problem, because this is finally telling the truth. Okay, no problem, just don't like him or his missus. They are not seeing clearly. Help, Harry and Meghan, come quick. That's what they want. Okay, the people who are excited about this coronation are the royalists. Seems they consider the coronation the big event and their miserable lives. There's that. All right, so now I'm actually almost an hour. There's US politics, UK politics, everything else is politics. Do I should even bring it? Let's see here. Let me bring this. UK politics. There's that. This I share on my community board. You should have read that, but I'll read it here. I should probably know better, but I wrote to The Guardian to fill in the more glaring omission in a column by Simon Jekin about the legal action against the Mail Group. They haven't published it, but hacked off to Hacking Inquiry now has it. Alright, so I'll leave the link of this in the description for you. You could read it yourself. A lone voice of truth in the wilderness. I think more than ever, we need to start having columnists disclose their conflict of interest for transparency's sake. Okay, I smell the scent of fear coming from the toxic British media. Prince Harry versus ANL definitely have the media on the proverbial rope. Sir Simon, ironically, one of the originator of ISPO, alleged regulator of the British media, was sent out to do the predictable character assassination. Okay, after this, that's it. Sir Simon marked the claimant against the Mail as a ragbag of celebrities and nobody engaging in a grievance fest. The one among them whom he failed to identify is Baroness Doreen Lawrence. If he considered the claimant so laughable, why does he not laugh at her too? Guardian. Okay, so there's more. Let's move on. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop because I really don't want to bring the politics of things here. There's Trump, Marjorie Taylor. This have to do with the US. Let's leave that alone. Okay, so let's do a prayer because there's other things I need to do. Let's focus. Prayer for the word confession. Why? Okay, I'm gonna put that word. I don't know why. Confession come to mind. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, this prayer is short and simple. My God, I am sorry for my sins with all my heart and choosing to do wrong and failing to do good. I have sinned against you, whom I should love above all things. I firmly intend, with your help, to do penance, to sin no more, and to avoid whatever leads me to sin. Alright, so let's pick an image. I don't know why this word, but I'm sticking with that. Let's pick this one. Gracious and merciful God, gracious and merciful God, I come to you to confess my sin. Every day I struggle and fall to temptation. I act selfishly, speak lies, and pass on opportunities to love others. I am sorry and ask you to forgive me for all the ways I fail you and your commands. Please cleanse me and help me to not return to my sinful ways. Amen. Okay, I guess because of the tweets that I was reading, the Rose and the mistreatment, so many nonsense. My goodness. All right, so yeah, with Camilla kind of behavior, this kind of thing. So I guess confession. These people need to be confessed. I don't know, but that's the word that came into mind. That's it. Alright, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I really need to work on my shop because a lot of things have already prepared. I just need to get things straight with the tax thing. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for your support.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.